Hello everyone. In the last class, we were discussing the first chapter of Unit 4, that is the Nobel Prize acceptance speech when a sapling is planted by Wangari Maathai. See, in this speech, she speaks about the life of Kenyan people and the reason for starting the organization, that is Greenbelt movement in 1977. So when the Kenyan people promoted commercial farming, it led to the destruction of the environment, and directly or indirectly, it led to poverty and riot. So let's continue the chapter. Although initially the Greenbelt movement's tree planting activities did not address issues of democracy and peace, it soon became clear that a responsible governance of the environment was impossible without democratic space. In the beginning, the Greenbelt movement was giving great importance for planting trees, but they did not give importance for democracy and peace, and they did not address the problems related to democracy and peace. Democracy, Janadhipatyam, peace, Samadhanam. But soon they understood that means Wangari Maathai and her followers, they understood that if they need to protect the environment, then there should be a democratic space. Only in a democratic country, only in democratic space, we could protect the environment, or we could raise our voice to protect environment. Therefore, the tree became a symbol for the democratic struggle in Kenya. Citizens were mobilized to challenge widespread abuse of power, corruption and environmental mismanagement. Mobilize means organize. Abuse, bad use. Corruption, arimadiyana. Soon, tree became a symbol of democracy and peace in Kenya. And all the citizens of Kenya were organized and they started raising their voice against the bad use of power, against corruption and also against environmental mismanagement. So in the beginning, Greenbelt movement was concentrated only on planting trees, but soon they understood that if they wanted to protect the environment, they need to have democracy and peace in their country. Soon they started giving importance for democracy and the citizens were organized and they started raising their voice against the bad use of power, corruption and also against those who mismanage the environment, that is, who destroy the environment. In time, the tree also became a symbol for peace and conflict resolution, especially during ethnic conflicts. Resolution, it means decision. Ethnic conflicts means racial or cultural conflicts. So soon, tree became a symbol of peace in Kenya, and also the tree was used for settling ethnic conflicts among people. ആളുകളുടെ ഇടയിലുള്ള കൾച്ചറൽ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ റേഷ്യൽ പ്രശ്നങ്ങൾ പരിഹരിക്കാൻ they started using tree as the symbol. So it became the symbol of peace, and also tree was used for settling several conflicts among the people in Kenya. Using trees as a symbol of peace is in keeping with a widespread African tradition. From the earlier times itself, the people in Africa used tree as the symbol of peace. Using tree as the symbol of peace was part of African tradition. So people in the past used tree as the symbol of peace. So it was part of African tradition. For example, the elders of Kikuyu carried a staff from the tiki tree that, when placed between two disputing sides, caused them to stop fighting and seek reconciliation. Reconciliation means settlement. Staff, branch. Now she gives an example. She speaks about the Kikuyu clan. See, the Kikuyu clan, they always carried a branch from the tiki tree. And this branch, when placed between two disputing sides, both the parties would stop fighting and both the parties would settle for a reconciliation. Both the parties would be ready for settling the issue. So the Kikuyu clan has been using the branch of Tigi tree in order to solve the problems between two disputing sides. Such practices are part of an extensive cultural heritage which contribute both to the conservation of habitats and to cultures of peace. Habitat means natural home of plants and animals. See, such practices, that means using tree or using a branch of the tree to settle the problems between two groups was part of the African culture. It was part of their cultural heritage. അവരുടെ സംസ്കാരത്തിന്റെ ഭാഗമായിരുന്നു. And this practice also led to the protection of habitats. So this practice also protected the plants and animals, and also this practice helped the people of Kenya to have peace in their life. Excellencies, friends, ladies and gentlemen. So again she addresses the audience, and now we shall see what she is going to say next. It is 30 years since we started this work. So Greenbelt movement was started in 1977, and in 2004 she received the Nobel Prize for Peace, and now it's almost 30 years that she started this work. Activities that devastate means destroy the environment and societies continue unabated. See, even today people are doing various activities that destroy the environment as well as the society. So it is continuing. Unabated means without any reduction in intensity or strength. തീവ്രതയ്ക്ക് യാതൊരുവിധ കുറവുമില്ല. Today we are faced with a challenge that calls for a shift in our thinking so that humanity stops threatening its life support system. Wangari Maathai says that today we have to face a challenge. And what is the challenge that we have to face? We have to think about changing our thought process, and we have to stop destroying our environment. See, here life support system represent the nature or the environment around us. She says that we need to change our thought process. We need to stop destroying our environment, because this environment is actually supporting the human beings all around the world. So we need to change our thought process, and we need to think about protecting it instead of destroying it. We are called to assist the earth to heal her wounds and in the process heal our own. Indeed, to embrace the whole of creation in all its diversity, beauty and wonder. She says that we need to assist the earth and we need to heal the wounds of the earth. Only then the earth will heal the wounds that we have within our mind. So for that, we need to accept everything in the world. We need to accept all kinds of creation. We need to accept the diversity, the beauty, the wonder around us. We need to accept all kinds of creations, and we need to heal the wounds of the earth. Only then the earth will protect us, or the earth will try to heal our own wounds. What do you mean by the word heal? Sukhapeduga. This will happen only if we see the need to revive our sense of belonging to a larger family of life with which we have shared our evolutionary process. Revive means bring something into use. See, if we need to protect the earth, then we need to accept all the creations on the earth. If it needs to be happened, then we need to think that we are actually part of a very large family, and also we have come to this earth as part of an evolutionary process. There can be no peace without equitable development, and there can be no development without sustainable management of the environment in a democratic and peaceful space. This shift is an idea whose time has come. Again, she says that if we protect our environment in a democratic and peaceful manner, then there will be development. So if we protect the environment in a democratic and peaceful manner, then there will be development. What type of development? Equitable development. Equitable development means a reasonable development or a good development. If we want to have a good development of our society or of the world, then we need to protect the environment in a democratic and peaceful manner. If we have good development, then there will be peace in the whole world. So everything is connected. In the course of history, there comes a time when humanity is called to shift to a new level of consciousness to reach a higher moral ground, a time when we have to shed our fears and give hope to each other. That time has now arrived. See, now the time has arrived. And what is the peculiarity of the time? At this time, we need to change to a new level of consciousness. We need to have a higher moral ground. We need to give up our fears, and we need to give importance for hope. This is the time to do so. I call on world leaders to expand democratic space and build fair and just societies that allow the creativity and energy of their citizens to flourish. Now she is making a request to the world leaders, and she is asking the world leaders to expand the democracy that they have in their country. Expand means vishalamakuka. So she is saying that the world leaders should support democracy, and through democracy they should build justice in their society. Only then they can allow the citizens to flourish. Flourish means grow healthy, develop. It will help the citizens to use their creativity and energy in a positive way. I would like to call on young people to commit themselves to activities that contribute towards achieving their long-term dreams. Now she is making a request to the young people all around the world. She says that the young people should do activities that will help them to achieve their long-term dreams. They should work hard. They should do activities that help them to achieve their long-term dreams. They have the energy and creativity to shape a sustainable future. To the young people, I say, you are a gift to your communities and indeed the world. You are our hope and our future. She says that the young people, they have the energy and creativity. With their energy and creativity, they can create a sustainable future. എന്നും നിലനിൽപ്പുള്ള ഒരു നല്ല ഭാവി അവർക്ക് ക്രിയേറ്റ് ചെയ്യാൻ സാധിക്കും. And again she says that the young people are a gift to their communities. The young people are our hope, and the young people are the hope of our future. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, as I conclude, I reflect on my childhood experience when I would visit a stream next to our home to fetch water for my mother. So she began her speech by sharing one of her childhood experiences, and now she's concluding her speech by sharing another childhood experience. So she says that when she was a child, she used to visit the stream, Aruviyana, which was near to her home, and she used to go to the stream along with her mother to fetch water. Fetch means go and bring. I would drink water straight from the stream, and sometimes she would drink water directly from the stream. Playing among the arrowroot leaves, I tried in vain to pick up strands of frogs' eggs, believing they were beads. Beads, muttugalana. See, in the stream there were arrowroot leaves, and in the water she could find beads. And when she was small, she did not understand that those were actually not beads. Instead, those were the eggs of the frogs. But every time I put my little fingers under them, they would break. And always she tried to pick up those beads. And whenever she put her little fingers on them, those eggs would break. Later, I saw thousands of tadpoles, black, energetic, and wriggling through the clear water against the background of the brown earth. Later, she found thousands of tadpoles in the water. Those tadpoles were black in color, they were very much energetic, and they were wriggling through the clear water. Wriggling means moving. And when they moved through the clear water, she could easily find the background and they were moving against the background of the brown earth. So the water was that much clear. We could see the tadpoles and we could see the brown earth under them. This is the world I inherited from my parents. So this was the world that she got or inherited or she received from her parents. There was clean drinking water. You could easily drink the water directly from the stream. So the environment was very much clean and clear. Today, over 50 years later, the stream has dried up. Women walk long distances for water which is not always clean, and children will never know what they have lost. Now, 50 years later, there is no such stream in their place. It has dried up. And today the women in Kenya, they have to walk long distances in order to carry water. And most of the time they will not get clean water. And today the children, they do not know what they have lost in their life. The challenge is to restore the home of the tadpoles and give back to our children a world of beauty and wonder. See, today we are facing a challenge and we need to accept this challenge, and the challenge is to bring back the home of the tadpoles and also to give our children a world where they can experience the real beauty and wonder. Thank you very much. So this is called the Nobel Prize acceptance speech of Wangari Maathai. Please go through the text, understand it well. Thank you.